I'm not in this for my legacy. I'm in this to complete the job I started. I think I'm the most qualified person to run for president. I beat him once, and I will beat him again.
President Biden not backing down, fending off calls to drop out of the 2024 presidential race.
His comments from the NATO summit in D.C. tonight coming as more and more members from his own party urge the president not to seek re-election.
We have live team coverage for you tonight. Josh Rosenthal's live in D.C. with a reaction from the speech. But first, we start with Shirin Rajay, who's in the newsroom with more from what the president had to say.
Jim, Angie, all eyes were on the president tonight as he held his first solo news conference in months to mark the end of the NATO summit in D.C. But much of that was overshadowed by the continued fallout of his poor debate performance, many seriously questioning his age and whether he's fit to potentially serve another term in office. Tonight, the president started the news conference with remarks on the importance of supporting Ukraine in their war against Russia and creating a pathway for Ukraine to eventually gain NATO membership. Biden also blasting former President Trump, saying his competitor has, quote, no commitment to NATO. He then fielded questions from reporters, many focused questions surrounding his health and whether he would remain in the presidential race. The president even suggesting he would willingly take a neurological exam in an attempt to quell fears about his cognitive abilities.
I laid it all out. And every single day I'm surrounded by good docs. If they think there's a problem, I promise you, or even if they don't think it's a problem, they think I should have a neurological exam again, I'll do it.
Now, President Biden's speech tonight not coming without a few gaffes. The president mistakenly referred to his vice president as Vice President Trump. Also, earlier in the day, he mixed up Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Now, Biden's conference comes as a growing number of Democrats continue to call for him to exit the election. And the next 48 hours will be critical to see if tonight's press conference performance actually changed minds. Again, the president doubling down tonight that he's staying in the race, that this is not about legacy, but that he is in this to finish the job. In fact, tomorrow he plans to campaign in Michigan. Jim.